Hello friends and allies, and welcome to Oramond. And today we're gonna do the wildlife raid in Oramond. To gain access to this area you need to have 300 Oramond points, and the minimum requirement to hunt here I will say is around level 350 if you have the right equipment and focusing a lot more on defense than we are doing with our 15 Sorcerer. And we are going to have a lot of protection. The Sorcerer is 515 with magic level 137 with equipment. It has no praise, 150%, and I'm using the charm Sap on the glue Phenomon. And for imbues it's gonna be 2 magic level, 1 mana leech and 1 crit. You will also notice that I will change out my Umbral Master spellbook for a spirit guide, because with a spirit guide I have it imbued with earth protection. It becomes really nice in here since the monsters deal a lot of energy damage and earth damage. The spirit guide becomes perfect here with the energy in the spellbook and the imbue of earth protection. And of course shoulder plate is also an option. So how does the raid mechanic work and when are you supposed to enter? So the first raid starts around 1 hour and 10 minutes after the first server save of the day. And after that it's 1 hour after each raid. So it's around 15 minutes over to 36 minutes over the raid is ongoing. And the raid is spawning in several waves. That means that while you're in the spawn there can be some waves spawning atop of your head. And in this area you have 3 different raids to choose between, but it's only 1 raid each hour. So either it's wildlife raid, which we're gonna show today, or the east with Minotaur, or the south with factory. And when should you enter this spawn? I would say the lower level you are, the sooner you could enter. Because it's only when you're high level it's worth to wait a little bit of time to go later, because then it's gonna be thick amount of monsters and it's gonna be really good for a high level, which can just deal a lot of damage, while at lower level it can actually be rather dangerous to be here at the end of the spawn. The path in here is rather simple, it's just cleaning the waves as much as you can. If you enter early, it's actually possible to make the same lap one more time, since the monsters will have spawned in a second or third wave. So you can actually start here early and run here like 2 times the same path. And if you're high level, you will simply just run in later and do it 1 time. But let's take a look on the hunt analyzer. We were able to peak at 6.4 KKXP an hour, but the hunt analyzer which I'm gonna show is 6.2. And we hunted here for 18 minutes on 150% and were able to make almost 2 KKXP. And it wasn't with any profit, but I wasn't concerning looting either, so I would be making a lot more profit if that were the focus. You can also note that I have the Sap charm on the glue Phenomon, but the monster doesn't have really a lot of HP, so it's not really effective in here. But it's also a lot of monster here, so it's rather worth it to have the Sap charm on them. And to remember is that like during a double XP event, this area is perfect, since you will regenerate your stamina every time going here. Or not going here, being back to your house and skilling with your exercise weapon. So it's a good area to combine your exercise training and getting some exp, while also always having green stamina. And to finish the charm in here, I think it's Behemoth will take 20 runs, the Elder Wyrms will take 50 runs, and the glue Phenomon will take 3 runs. So for me, I'm simply just gonna do the 50 runs in here to finish the Elder Wyrms. Most primarily because I really like the spawn. I think it's a chill option, and to get the 50 charm points from the Elder Wyrm. It's not the best of any kind, but it's a lot of different charms you will get here from the Drill Worm, for instance, since the Blood Beast and Devour you will get in the Oramond West with Quarras, for instance. So it's a lot of monsters and you will get them in other areas as well, but it's a rather nice spawn to get the Elder Wyrm in my opinion. And 6.2 KKXP an hour isn't bad, considering that you're not using any praise, and you cannot really have any charm for this area for it to be the very best. So I think I have spoken enough about this spawn. I just started playing my MS again, or rather I'm gonna stop doing the very best, which means I'm gonna stop doing cobras for a couple of weeks, I think at least, and I'm going to charm hunt, and that means that I'm gonna do all the spawns, the winter elf, summer elf, Banuta, spikes, CTC, prison, all the Pharisees, and maybe even some library. We shall see. I have some charms to get, and I'm gonna let you guys follow with me. So if you're still watching, thank you guys for watching. I really like your support, and I hope you have a good day, and I hope you're looking forward for some more Sorcerer videos. And catch you guys in the next video. And I will let the video roll for a couple of minutes so you can watch the hunt without me.
I used to be young and free. I remember her like it was yesterday. She was so beautiful to me. In my mind sometimes I'll run away to this time back in history. She reminds me of the summertime, way back in 2003. Hey, she was a cutie in a sundress. I told her I just had to confess, I got a crush on you, darling. Them long tan legs got me falling. And I know we just met, yeah. But I heard that love at first sight ain't a myth. Oh no, yeah. I wanna take you out on a dance floor, girl. I wanna hear you screaming out for some more, girl. I wanna do something that they call crazy. Call you my baby, my pretty lady. I wanna be with you until we're fucking 80. I wanna watch the sunset with you daily. Keep my baby safe as we live, always chasing. Hearts racing when I'm with you, I'm just saying. Back to all the better days when I used to be young and free. I remember her like it was yesterday. She was so beautiful to me. In my mind sometimes I'll run away to this time back in history. She reminds me of the summertime, way back in 2003. I've been chilling on the coast with my homegirl, the palm trees and the time moving slow, girl. Back to my place, hey, you can call it home, girl. Pina coladas on tap, we alone, girl. I want a piece of you, you want a piece of me. Ray-Bans on, gotta block out the heat. I love your smile too, I've never felt so free. Bring it on, girl, work that body here to me. And I know that summer only lasts 3 months, yeah. We got the whole world, travel with me, girl. And we'll never stop chasing the sun. That's right. On the run, we ain't done till we find what we want. So we can stop anytime you want. Cause we on the run, we ain't done till we find what we want. But I already found the one. I think back to all the better days when I used to be young and free. I remember her like it was yesterday. She was so beautiful to me. In my mind sometimes I'll run away to this time back in history. She reminds me of the summertime, way back in 2003.
Just fade away until we're all right. And we could just fade away into each other's lives. And we could just fade away until we're all right. And we could just fade away into each other's lives. And we could just fade away until we're all right.
Just like a bird, I would like to fly away, yo. Off of this earth, I would fly with the halos. Don't know my worth, but I figured out how pain goes. Treat it as a curse or reverse it, okay, go back to a time when I didn't make choices. Back to a time when my parents were my voices. Back to a time when I used to take classes. Back to a time when I couldn't really pass shit, it happens. Try to figure out fate, yo, yeah. I try to figure out hate, yo, yeah. On the beach in San Diego, yeah. Feet in the sand, it's late, yo. Moon up in the sky, so high, so bright. The only thing at night that can really shed light. And I wish I didn't fight with my thoughts at night. I think that I'm alright, but it burns inside.
And we could just fade away into each other's lives. And we could just fade away until we're all right. And we could just fade away into each other's lives. And we could just fade away until we're all right.
I got too many thoughts in my head, thoughts that I dread, opinions from my friends, this shit it never ends. I'm sick of all these trends, I'm sick of paying rent, I'm sick of growing up and not just knowing how it ends. So I plan with intent, today I make a dent, I'm gonna make it happen, everything that I have dreamt. And a hand I extend, out like a friend, to anyone who's ever felt lost in the sand. Yeah, let's both repent, forgive and forget, and keep on moving forward till we do what we had said. Yeah, we feast on the bread, we eat then we're fed, and we need to go shed all this doubt in our head. All this cloud that I dread is now where I head. But I found out instead that my voice, it can spread. Got a choice, take a breath, make a noise and forget about any doubts. We gon' live with every
And we
breath.
could just fade away into each